Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. It is February 11th, 2009, about 12:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I wanted to go through and tear apart the broad markets with you guys and gals, and also show you where I get some news. Google Finance, there's another one, Yahoo Finance. They're both very, very good. They have their strengths and weaknesses, but looking at both of them fills in a really nice story. So we'll start with Yahoo Finance here, and right in the middle of the page they have the top stories, and just click on View More Top Stories, get a really nice list. So stocks are showing a partial rebound after a steep sell-off, and people are still worried about the banking industry and the overall economy. Talking about the trade deficit dropping to $39.9 billion. That's the lowest it's been in 6 years. Falling demand basically on imports. Negotiations intensifying the final stimulus plan. You can read all about these things. What I really like about tearing apart just a little bit of news here is you can see then the price action and how it's being priced into the stock charts, I should say. Somebody's in deep trouble here, saying it was okay to ship, actually forcing people to ship out salmonella tainted products in the peanut industry. Somebody's going to get in big trouble for that. Oil prices, China's exports are down. Reynolds America fourth quarter profit slipping. And one of the bigger steel companies, actually the world's largest steel maker, reported the first ever quarterly loss. So just a little blurb on this. Another great website I said before is google.com. Let's go over here, click on More, and just grab Finance right there. It's a great site. They also have news you can read. Another neat little feature here is, I know it's kind of hard to see on a scrunched up screen, but it's okay. If you scroll down a little bit, you can actually see how the day is shaping up with many of the major sectors in here. Click on any one of those, it'll give you an update. Like if we could click on energy, it'll show you that compared to the broad market. For this time frame, you can zoom out like that in dates, or you can zoom in. It gives you related stories on the right. You can actually get quotes from individual stocks, just looking at anything, say Apple for instance. It'll show you a picture of Apple, and it'll also give you news. So here's A, B, C, D, E, and F, and G, for instance, and those correspond with letters over here. So Apple news in particular, and you can layer that on top of all the broad market news you would have gotten by doing a more of a global outlook. So pretty cool. Great places to look for news. Also within the sectors, let me go back one page for you. Say the energy sector. You can scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and you'll get the top companies by market cap. You can sort by anything you want, however, but these are the biggest of the big. There's like 334 of them listed here. And so it's fun to go and sort of build your own lists, if you will, and keep track of them if you want. Great way to organize your work. So that's the news. I'll minimize that and we'll get right into it. Something interesting I was watching here, overlaying on this news is, so we'll just take apart the S&P 500 again. Nice run up intraday here to a resistance area that we had seen before. So yesterday was pretty dramatic sell-off, right? We had this bear flag, it failed even more and sold off. This morning it actually gapped up here. I'll zoom in here, and then ran higher into this area of resistance, the support. Support, once broken, becomes resistance. Resistance becomes resistance again, but only briefly. Ran up to the next logical place of resistance, which is a little bit tougher to see, but there he is. There will be another one up here. That's the half round number, 84.50. So we've got the 84 mark we're fighting. 85 is now in play again. The declining 200 MA, of course, is again just a 3-minute chart, but that will have some effect. And so all throughout this, then we got a pretty good size sell-off, or a higher swing low here overall. Runs back up to resistance, nice little double top intraday, but this is also a large cup and handle. So a higher swing low, and we're chewing out of this right now. What's really neat is you tear apart a larger time frame, and you look at a 60-minute chart, for instance. This whole sell-off here over the last couple of days, namely yesterday, that's a very small retracement. So that's about a 23 to 38% retracement of this huge sell-off. Just dropping that in. So at that point, if the stock rolls over here, if the broad markets roll over, it would have a much better chance of failing and heading south. A little while ago, when I was looking at all this, I was looking at the TRIN, and it was actually around the 1.5 mark. And then something happened, and I got a huge sell-off. Shouldn't say sell-off in the TRIN, but a big drop in the TRIN reading. And now we're down below 0.6. There's actually some volume flowing into the market's upside movement. The VIX is also now corroborating that at the same time. Not dramatic, but the upward movement price that we're seeing in the stock market, I know it's got a lot to chew on overhead, but I'd be very careful about how I went short right here because of that. We do have a lower swing high. This is a very, very tiny head and shoulders pattern. This is the larger inverse head and shoulders pattern here. And looking globally at it, we have been beaten to ribbons yesterday. So there's a lot of pain up here that people are going to have to chew out of and work our way higher. That's going to take some time, that's my guess. People are awfully nervous about the market. We just read that right within Google Finance and Yahoo Finance news. And so that's how you overlay that news and look at the price action. Just take apart this day right here, and it's just a choppy day. It's just sideways price action. Look at it in a broader sense, and you have a better idea where the markets might go. Again, layer stocks on top of this that are relatively strong or weak, and you'll have an even better understanding of the stocks you're going to trade in if you're not going to do the broad markets. Pretty cool stuff. Thanks to everybody who joined us from Google Finance the other day. A lot of forum action over there. A lot of people came to the site yesterday from that arena. Join us back here or start your own thread in our forums and see if you like that environment as well. We're going to have a lot of new things coming online here pretty soon, including a live chat. And so if you register, you'll be able to get that as soon as it comes out. We're going to have a free newsletter as well coming out, so a lot of great stuff. And glad to have you on board. So talk to you guys soon, and any video requests I'll try to get to. Again, I'm a little bit backlogged at the moment, but I'll try to make that happen. Good day, everybody.